This week, the Ontario Chamber of Commerce released their policy primer looking at the potential of AI to reshape the province's economy. This morning, I spoke with Senior Manager of the policy.
Thank you so much for the time today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, what are the key takeaways from the report, and where can AI be used to create economic growth?
So this report is really about tapping into the economic potential of AI. The big message is that while we've made real strides in AI innovation, we're still lagging behind when it comes to adoption, particularly among the small and mid-sized businesses. And that's a missed opportunity. We're talking about, a potential of $187 billion boost to Canada's GDP by 2030, and a big chunk of that coming from, SME productivity gains alone. The report does, talk about some of the key barriers that we've heard time and time again, from the business community, the chamber world. So things around lack of skilled workers, affordability, trust and privacy issues. We've also had a chance to, outline some practical solutions like training programs, targeted incentives for, SMEs as an example. So that's really what the report, that's some of the key takeaways from the report. Now, when it comes to where AI can actually drive growth, it's not just about tech companies. We're already seeing impact in sectors like advanced manufacturing, healthcare, agri-food, and even municipal government. So this is very much about real-world productivity and resilience, and that's what the report tries to encapsulate.
And could you walk us through where AI could be used to boost productivity?
Absolutely. And I think this is where it becomes really practical. Productivity is an issue. It's been a sticky issue in Canada for many years. We've seen 9 out of the 10, previous quarters with declining labor productivity. The last time that I checked, we are currently at the bottom of OECD rankings. And AI is a technology that, offers a solution immediately. For SMEs, for example, it can automate repetitive tasks, admin work, speed up invoicing, for example, enhance customer service through chatbots. We've included an example in the report of the city of Burlington, not very far from here, that use an AI chatbot to reduce permit approval times from 15 weeks to 5 weeks. From a sectoral perspective, there are many AI startups in the healthcare space that are reducing hospital stay length times. There's agri-food startups that are, using AI to better, do pest detection, optimize crop yields, you name it. So all to basically say that AI isn't just a buzzword. It's something that can unlock real operational gains across industries, and that's really what the key takeaway from this report is about.
And what are some of the risks of AI, and what should the government do to mitigate those risks?
So I agree. It's important to be clear-eyed about the risks, and we've included a couple of risks in the report that we hear loud and clear from businesses, especially small and mid-sized businesses within the chamber world. The biggest one is lack of trust, especially with generative AI. Data shows that only about a third of Canadians say that they trust Gen AI, which tells us that there's a real hesitancy in adopting these tools. Many of these small and mid-sized businesses don't have the resources to collect data, store data, have the privacy frameworks in place, which definitely opens them up to, cybersecurity vulnerabilities. And there's also always, the concern about how AI is going to impact workforce, whether it's going to lead to job displacement. So those are some of the risks that, businesses typically grapple with. In terms of what can be done, our call to action includes ones for both government and businesses. Government particularly, few key things, few important things that need to be done. Lead by example. We're encouraging government to use AI responsibly in the public sector to build confidence. If I'm a small business and I work with the government and I see government using AI, there's a higher likelihood that I'm also going to go back and explore doing that. And that has to be matched with clear rules. Federally, we've got a framework for the use of AI, which is principles-based. In the province, the government released a responsible use of AI directive last year, which is a strong start. But again, we need to expand on that with clear guidance, clear rules, clear resources for SMEs. And the last one is investing in skilling and digital literacy, which is so critical. AI should be used to augment, what people do, not replace them. This human-centric approach is what this report also talks about. The fact that, folks should be, using AI to work with them on higher value tasks and then hopefully automating some of the repetitive tasks. And then the last one being offering financial incentives to adoption. SMEs, many businesses in the province and the country, they've been, hard pressed for cash the past couple of years. So what can the government do in offering smart financial incentives? There are other, programs in other jurisdictions like Singapore's Go Digital program that has been very successful in, giving incentives to SMEs and businesses to adopt AI and emerging tech. So something along those lines, in which basically the bottom line is it's not to push tech for its own sake. It's basically to help businesses use it responsibly and in a way that actually benefits and brings in those productivity gains.
Well, Mr. Singh, thank you for the time today. We appreciate your insight.
Thank you so much, Theresa.